Miss Evie. This is one of Pappy's most favorite stories in the whole world. And look where Alexander's at. He's in bed. Alexander and the terrible, horrible, no good, very bad day. Get ready, here we go. I went to sleep with gum in my hair and in my mouth, and now the gum's all over my hair. And when I got out of bed this morning, I tripped on a skateboard, and by mistake, I dropped my sweater in the sink while the water was running, and I could tell it was going to be a horrible, terrible, no good, very bad day. At breakfast, Anthony found a Corvette Stingray car kit in his breakfast cereal box, and Nick found a junior undercover agent code ring in his breakfast cereal box. In my breakfast cereal box, all I found was just cereal. I think I'm going to move to Australia. In the carpool, Mrs. Gibson let Becky have a seat by the window, and Audrey and Elliot got seats by the window too. I was being scrunched. I said I was being smushed. I said, if I don't get a car seat by the window, I'm going to get car sick. And no one even answered. I could tell it was going to be a horrible, terrible, no good, very bad day. At school, Mrs. Dickens liked Paul's picture of the sailboat better than my picture of an invisible castle. At singing time, she said I sang too loud. At counting time, she said I left out 16. Who needs 16? I could tell it was going to be a terrible, horrible, no good, very bad day. I could tell because Paul and I said he wasn't his best friend anymore. He said Philip Parker was his best friend and that Albert Moyo was his next best friend and that I was only his third best friend. I hope you sit on a tack. Now, that wasn't a very nice thing to say, was it? I hope you sit on a tack, I said to Paul. I hope the next time you get double-decker strawberry ice cream cone, the ice cream part falls off of the cone and part of it lands in Australia. That's a long place away. There were 2 cupcakes in Philip Parker's lunch bag, and Albert got a Hershey bar with almonds, and Paul's mother gave him a piece of jelly roll that had coconut sprinkles all on the top. Guess whose mother forgot to put the dessert in his dessert bag? It was a terrible, horrible, no good, very, very bad day. Oh my goodness. Uh-oh. They're going to go see Dad. That's what it was, because after school, my mom took us all to the dentist. Before Dad, they went to the dentist to see Dr. Fields, and he found a cavity just in me. Come back next week, and I'll fix it, said Dr. Fields. Next week, I said, I'm going to Australia. On the way out downstairs, the elevator door closed on my foot, and while we were in the waiting room for my mom to go get the car, Anthony made me fall where it was muddy, and when I started crying because the mud, Nick said I was a crybaby. Look at me. I'm crying because he knocked me down in a mud puddle. While I was punching Nick for saying I was a crybaby, my mom came back with the car and scolded me for being muddy and for fighting. I'm having a terrible, horrible, no good, very bad day. I told everybody, and no one even answered me. You know what? We went to get new pairs of shoes. So, when we went down to the shoe store to buy some sneakers, Anthony chose the one with blue stripes. Nick chose the one with red and with white stripes. I chose blue ones with red stripes. But then the shoe man said, well, we're all sold out of those shoes. They made me buy plain old white ones, but they can't make me wear them because I don't like them. Well, when we picked up my dad at his office, he said I couldn't play with his copy machine, but I forgot. He also said, watch out for the books on his desk, and I was careful as I could except my elbow. He also said, don't fool around with his phone. But I think I called someone from Australia. My dad said, please, please don't you pick me up anymore. It was a terrible, horrible, no good, very bad day. Uh-oh, it looks like dinner time. I wonder if he got Fazoli's. There were lima beans for dinner, and I hate lima beans. They were kissing on TV, and I hate kissing. Oh no, it's time for the tubby tub. My bath was too hot. I got soap in my eyes, my marble went down the drain, and I had to wear my railroad train pajamas. And I hate my railroad train pajamas. Oh my goodness, Miss Evie. When I went to bed, Nick took back the pillow he said I could keep, and Mickey Mouse nightlight burned out, and I bit my tongue. The cat wants to sleep with Anthony. He doesn't want to sleep with me. It has been a terrible, horrible, no good, very bad day. My mom says, you know what? Do you know what? Some days are like that, even in Australia. Now look, it's time to go to sleep, and I hope you have a nice night. We love you, Miss Evie. Bye-bye.